Hello students of 4th standard. Today we are going to start a new lesson, that is nothing but lesson number 2nd, the interrelationship between the living things. So what are living things? Those who are having life in them. They are called as a living things. So today we are going to see the interrelationship between the living things, means two living things, how they are having a interrelationship, means a relationship between them, that we are going to see. See here, the needs of a living things are made in their environment. What is environment? Environment is whatever the surrounding things, the trees, the animals, the atmosphere, that is nothing but the air or sand, soil, all this comes under the, you can say, environment, or you can say environment is nothing but a nature, whatever you can say about the environment. We have many needs like food, water, air, clothes and shelter. We need many needs, that means we are having these needs. These are the basic needs of us. They are nothing but food, water, air, clothes and shelter. All these are made in the surrounding. All these we get from the, you can say, surrounding. In fact, food, water and air are the needs of the living things. So what does the living things need? They need food, water and air. They are all fulfilled in the environment. All these needs, they are fulfilled by the, you can say, environment. But there are difference in the needs of each kind of a living thing. See, every living things need different kinds of you can say, they are having a different needs. For example, the water that a mouse drinks. So whatever the mouse is drinking, the water is not sufficient for a elephant, or he may drink the water in an one time. So all these differences are there in the living things. See the page number 8 from your textbook. See that? Think about it. Butterflies feed on the nectar of the, you can say, flowers. So what does the butterflies do? The butterflies feed on the nectar of the flower. Then, can the frog do the same? No, the frog is eating the insects. Then see, a sheep eats the leaves of the shrub. The sheep is eating the leaves of the shrub. Then can the tiger do the same? No, tiger is eating the animals. Then see, a fish can breathe in water. But can a pigeon do that? Fish can, you can say, breathe in water. But the bird, like pigeon, can do it? No. See, the fish stays in water, but the pigeon stays in the, you can say, on the trees. Then see, bulrushes grow in water. Can a lemon tree do that? No. The lemon tree grows on the, you can say, land. See, can you tell? If a fish leave the water, they will be able to live on the land. Can a fish who is living in a water is able to live on a land? No, because it needs water for its, you can say, life. Then see next one. Try this. Take two small boxes. You want to take two small boxes. Label them box 1 and box 2. Fill them 3/4 with the soil. You want to fill them with the soil. Make the soil moist enough to sow the seeds. You have to make the soil moist. That means मऊ करायची आहे तुम्हाला माती. To sow the seeds. Then see, sow 2 sprouted moth, that is nothing but matki, we call it as. seeds. In each box, what you have to do? You have to sow 2 sprouted moth in this, you can say, each box. Give 2 spoons of water to the soil of the box once every day. What you want to do? You want to water the tree, or sorry, the seeds from the box number 1 every day, once every day. Give 4 spoons of water to the other 4 times a day. Do this for 6 days. What will you see? What will you see? What you have to do? For the second box, you want to give 4 spoons of water. 4 times a day. 4 times a day you have to do. What will happen? See, the plant in the box first will be growing well. But the plant in the box 2, they have the, you can say, trees, the matki which has given the plant, that begins to rot. Rot manje kujne. Then see, what does this tells us? Plants that are not aquatic plant cannot grow in a marshy areas. That means plants, these are not aquatic plants. As they cannot grow in the marshy areas. If they get more water than they need, if they get more water than they need, they start to rot. Then see, let us take the example of the tiger. Tiger has strips. See in the book, what does it tells us? See there. So what it is done? A tiger has a strips. A tiger lies in an wait for its prey among the tall grasses. What the tiger is doing? It is hiding in the grasses to catch its prey. Its prey cannot see it in the grass because of the strip. What happens? Whenever it is having a strip, it does not cannot be detected by the other animals, as it is having a strip and as it is having a grass. Then see, there are animals like deer, the nilgai and bison. These are also the animals which are present in the grassland. When the tiger is hungry, it can feed on them. It can feed on these animals also, as it is nothing but its prey. Then see, for a tiger, there are also needs of a water hole nearby, which never dries even up in the summer. That means it also needs water to drink. So therefore, it should have a river, or you can say a water hole which is nearby to him, so that he can drink the water as usual. There must also be a dense vegetation, tall grasses or caves in hills or mountains in the area, so that the tiger can find the shelter. After eating, the tiger has to find the shelter. So it needs the caves, or you can say tall grasses, to find the, you can say, shelter. So these are most important for the, you can say, tiger. The tiger inhabits an area where all these things are available. Where all these things are available, there only the tiger tries to live. Then see, we keep animals in order to satisfy some of our needs. They become dear to us. There are some animals whichever we are rearing. Why we are rearing? Because they have become very close to us. We look after them very well. Then see, we feed them. We take care of them. And if they fall ill, we turn to take care of them.